Hi, and welcome to another Harmless Untruth from Blue Monday Review. I'm your editor-in-chief, Amanda Hamilton. It is March. So the huge changes for Blue Monday Review keep coming in. There's just a lot of things going on, and it's very exciting, but also just, lots of moving and shaking going on. But that means the magazine's growing, so that's always good news. So the first big news item is that we now have a blog. They're called Blue Fridays, and they will come out every Friday. We're going to cover a bunch of different topics. We're going to talk about the literary magazine landscape, how literary magazines are made, how the market is, currently works, what's going on with other literary magazines compared to us. We'll be talking about the inner workings of the submission system. We'll be talking about as readers, what we like to look for, as writers, what we like to write like. We'll be talking about the genesis of Blue Monday, especially getting started so that you guys know where we're coming from. We'll just be talking about a lot of different stuff. And I'd like to invite you guys to actually give us blog topics if you ever come up with any. If you're looking at our Blue Fridays, which will come out, like I said, every Friday around noon. So if you're looking at those Blue Fridays and you're like, I really wish that they talk about blank, go ahead and send us an email or comment on the on this video or any video and just say, hey, I'd like you to do a blog entry on this. I've always been curious about this. I'd love to hear that, and we want to show you guys what a literary magazine really is, because I don't think a lot of people know. I've always been curious, and that's kind of why I started a lit mag in general. And there's just a lot that I wouldn't have ever thought about. So if you want to make a comment on this video and want to give us some ideas for blog topics, then absolutely go for it. We'd love to hear from you. And then keep an eye out on our website, bluemondayreview.com. There's a new tab that says blog, and just go to that, and we've only got one entry in there, but it's a good one. It's all about how Kansas City writers and Blue Monday Review came to partner up and become one thing. So go ahead and take a look at that. It's a great entry, and I'll link to that in the comments and probably here too. So yeah, take a look at that. It's a great entry. That's Helen W., our old associate editor, who has now switched to wanting to focus on just our blog. So that's going to be great work. The second huge piece of news from Blue Monday Review is that we are now switching to submittable.com, which is a godsend for editors, actually. For those of you who do not know what Submittable is, it is an online interface that streamlines every part of the submission process. It allows you to send in your work easier, it allows us to read your work easier, and allows us to communicate with everyone, both the writers and our other editors, so much more easily. It's insane how good this website is, even at its lowest tier, which is where we're at. Send in your work. Now we have we're a little bit more prepared for more submissions. We have been using Gmail, which has great features, but it's just not great for keeping track of everyone's work and more easily communicating with everyone. So Submittable is now on our Blue Monday Review website everywhere. Everything's live. You can send in your work today, and you should. You can also send in your work to the Storytime Challenge contest on Submittable now, and you can also, it's super easy we just have a little check mark for if you are a KC creator and want to be considered for our new Kansas City Creators feature. So if you're sending in your work and you are from Kansas City, just click that little box and you'll be considered for that. Now we have come to our third piece of really big news, which is that the Storytime Challenge is no longer going to be featured in our Harmless Untruth. From now on, we will have 2 videos per month. So the Harmless Untruth will be focusing on just news for the magazine, anything that's, a new event, a new happening, anything that you should be knowing about if you want to keep up with how the magazine's doing. And then the second video will be just the Storytime Challenge. You won't see a whole lot of me unless I'm the one reading the piece that month, but I'd really like to have our authors reading their pieces. So if you have work that you think would be better read aloud and heard rather than seen on the page, then I want to see your work. I want to focus on you for that month. Probably from now on the first Monday of the month, I'll be just having this Harmless Untruth, this newscast for Blue Monday Review. And then the third Monday in the month, I want to have just the Storytime challenge. And I want to only have your work on that video. And then, just a tiny outro saying, hey, by the way, this is Blue Monday Review. This is awesome. Send in your work to Storytime Challenge. Now it's on Submittable, so it's easier than ever. Send in your videos and your audio recordings. I'd love to see that more. I'm getting a lot of text submissions, which is great, but I want to see your rendition of your work because I think that's incredibly valuable. So I'm hoping to see more Storytime Challenge entries, especially now that you don't have to watch the news or skip past the news in order to watch, your own work or vice versa. But this month is the first month that we will be splitting up the videos, so there's no Storytime Challenge today, but stay tuned. Probably next week we'll be having a Storytime Challenge video. And then April will be the first month that we do the regular schedule for 2 videos per month. That's all I have. Again, Submittable is now open. We now have a Blue Friday blog every Friday, so keep your eye out for that. Stay tuned for this month's Storytime Challenge, which should come out next week or the week after that. It's hard to tell. So that's all I have. So thank you for watching Blue Monday Review's Harmless Untruth. This has been Amanda Hamilton. Have a great day.